Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So it is that time again, time to share with you my latest purchases. So this is a fragrance haul and it is my second time filming it. I filmed it about a week ago, didn't think anything of it, then went to edit, and because I was wearing a white dress in that video, lighting got completely messed up. It was it was not usable. I couldn't use it, so I am refilming it today. And you know that typically when I show you a haul, I really like to show you, not just the fragrance bottle itself, but actually the packaging that it comes in. But like I said, because I filmed it last week already and I thought I was done with this haul, some of the boxes are already in the garbage, so I don't have them. So I will show you the packaging that I still have, but for some of the fragrances, I don't have it anymore. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get started with this haul. So first fragrance that I'm gonna show you comes from the house of Unique or Unique, not sure the right way to pronounce it, luxury, and it is called Hidden Accords. As you know, I already have Crush on Me, which I absolutely love. Purchased it at the very beginning of the year, I think, or the very end of last year. Fell in love with it, an amazing fragrance, of course. Made me curious about this house more. I wanted to explore something else, sort of couldn't decide what to get. Anyways, ended up with Hidden Accords. So let me open this box. I mean, everything inside looks pretty standard. I think all of them look the same and come in very tight boxes. Okay, I think I got it. So there is this envelope with like really nice cards inside. I'm not gonna open them. The bottle, again, looks the same. And let me take it out. Okay, finally, I'm done with that packaging. Here you go, the bottle. Again, standard bottle from Unique Luxury. So, Hidden Accords. Let's look at the notes. Pear, orange blossom, pink pepper, coffee, jasmine, vanilla, patchouli, and cedar. Well, what does it smell like? I'm going to explain it to you in a very simple way. This is very similar to 100 Silent Ways from Nishane. Very similar. The only maybe sort of a slight difference to my nose is that vanilla is not quite as sweet and not quite as dense. It is a little bit lighter. But overall, it is very similar to 100 Silent Ways. So the scent profile is absolutely beautiful, but it is definitely not unique. Do you need both? Probably not. I'm gonna keep this one for now, just like I'm keeping 100 Silent Ways, because for the past couple of years, I have been really enjoying the scent profile. So I can totally see myself using both, but in the long term, we will see. So it's a beautiful scent, but it is not unique. The only other thing I want to mention is when I was looking on Fragrantica, I saw this scent being compared to Black Opium from YSL. And I'm not surprised because I know that many compare 100 Silent Ways to Black Opium as well. For me personally, I don't see similarities. Neither one of these to me is similar to Black Opium. They're quite different to my nose. But that's my personal opinion. I know that many people find both of these fragrances similar, so just keep that in mind, I guess. Now, you know that I do not hesitate decluttering fragrances. I declutter all the time. I go through my collection all the time. If I don't love something, it goes. And I've never regretted decluttering. I've never regretted a single decluttered fragrance. I never brought any of the decluttered fragrances back until now. There is one fragrance that I decided to bring back into my collection. And I think it is because I had it quite a long time ago. I was sort of at the very beginning of my niche fragrance journey at that time. And at that time, it's not that I hated it. I liked it. I always liked it. But I sort of didn't fully understand it, didn't see when I could use it. And it was just kind of standing there, and I decided to declutter it. Well, now I decided to bring it back. I am talking about Dama Bianca from Xerjoff. Of course, to add to my decision to bring it back is my current obsession with this house. I felt like this scent needed to be part of my Xerjoff family, so I brought it back. Just like originally, I purchased a 30 ml bottle. This is more than enough for me, so it comes in this box. Yes, it is empty because, like I said, I am refilming this haul. So here's the little bottle. I really like these 30 ml bottles. I really do. So, and like I said, this is more than enough for me. So what is this scent about? Well, it does have florals, of course. It has kumquat, it has lime, there is sandalwood, musk, vanilla, a few other notes. Although I do feel kumquat for sure in here, so it is a touch fruity. The star of the show for me is vanilla. I would classify this as a vanilla scent. It also has quite a bit of powderiness. So it is powdery, slightly fruity vanilla. Yeah, that's what it smells like to me. It's a light scent. It's not a beast. I mean, it has a decent longevity, but it's still on the lighter side. It's a very feminine scent. Yes, it is a very feminine scent. I think it is quite universal. This scent could be worn at different times of the year and during different events, like during the day or as a going out scent. I really find it to be quite universal. So I am really happy to have it back, and I have no plans to declutter it anytime soon. Next, let's talk about two fragrances that I have featured in one of my videos already. I think it was the video about clean and fresh scents, and these are my purchases from Estee Lauder. This is the case where I threw away the packaging already, so I just have the bottles. I think that's okay. The boxes were really simple white boxes. So I purchased two fragrances. It is Blushing Sands and Sensuous Stars. There you go. These are either 35 ml or 40 ml. I think 40 ml if I'm not mistaken. So they come in this size and they come in large 100 ml bottles. I mean, I never planned to purchase these. It's just that, you know, I found them at cosmetic company outlet. They were really, really cheap, like really inexpensive. I think I purchased both for less than $100, and I just thought, I can't pass up on this. I need to try them. I need to have them, so I purchased them. Now, very briefly, what are they about? So let's start with, what do I have? Blushing Sands. All of them have very simple note breakdown. I think 3 notes, and that's it. So Blushing Sands has vetiver, pink pepper, and musk. And I think vetiver is really the main player here. For me, this is the most prominent note. Yes, there is musk in here as well. So it is a really clean scent. It's like if you take a shower and you use unscented body wash and you come out of the shower, you know, you don't smell like anything particular. It's just you have that clean smell around you, right? That's sort of how this one smells. It is a touch on the masculine side, I would say, because vetiver is so strong. To me, it is a little bit more masculine than feminine. So a pretty simple scent overall. Second one, Sensuous Stars, I like more than the first one. This one, again, 3 notes, Chinese plum, lavender, and orris. Was definitely very scared of lavender, but I don't get it here at all. If I didn't read the note, I would have never guessed lavender. Like, this note to me is non-existent here. But orris and plum, yes, it is definitely sweet. It has that kind of fruity sweetness. I would also guess there is musk in here as well, because it is musky for me. And again, it's kind of that clean, fresh type of scent, just a little bit more sweet than the first one. So overall, these are pretty simple. There's nothing really, to write home about, nothing super special about them. They're uncomplicated. Right now, I'm kind of enjoying a little bit this new direction in fragrance for me, which are these kind of clean, fresh scents. So I am enjoying playing with these. Is it gonna last? Are they gonna become staples in my collection? I don't know at this point. It's hard to say. Time will tell. We'll see what happens to these ones. Next one that you also saw in the same video about clean, fresh scents, and a fragrance that I've talked about several times before. I think I mentioned it in my wishlist video, and I also mentioned it in a video where I talked about new releases that I was excited about. This is Iris Porcelana from Nihilo. So comes in this box. I'm not gonna open it because it's a little bit sticky and hard to open. Again, the bottle is already out. Standard Nihilo bottle. I got 50 ml, which is how I have all my other Nihilo fragrances. Again, more than enough for me. And this one, of course, was not a blind buy. I was in a store, I sampled it. They actually gave me a little sample to take home with me. So I tested it extensively before I decided to purchase a full bottle. And this is a scent that I didn't think I was gonna love. Didn't think I was gonna need when I first heard about it, but I totally fell in love with it. And my husband also loves it on me as well. This was kind of a love at first sniff, I could say. This is, of course, about iris, but it's a sweet iris. It's a vanillic iris that almost comes close to kind of a gourmand iris. Doesn't exactly reach that point, but gets very close to it. So I'm not going to talk extensively about this one because, like I said, I already mentioned it in several videos, one of which came out very, very recently, but just wanted you to know that Iris Porcelana is now part of my collection. Another purchase that I'm going to mention very, very briefly because I did a full dedicated video about it, but since not many of you watch those individual review types of videos, I am including it in this overall haul. It is the newest release from Kjal that's called Almaz. So this is the box, and the beautiful, stunning bottle is right here. I mean, just look at that cap. I mean, it's hard to show because I get glare from this beautiful bottle, but oh my God, so gorgeous. I love the bottle. I love the scent profile, and I absolutely hate the performance. So I'm not gonna go, oh my God, I just smelled it from the bottle. Absolutely intoxicating, delicious, gorgeous. The scent is gorgeous. I have to make it clear, but the performance is atrocious. Really, it is. So I'm not going into any details. If you want to know more about this fragrance, I'm gonna link here the individual review that I did. Go check it out. You will know exactly what I think about it. So again, this is Almaz from Kjal. And now I have 3 more fragrances, and I left the most interesting and the most, I don't want to say unusual. Okay, let's go with the most interesting and the least talked about fragrances to the end. These I would classify as hidden treasures because I really don't hear people talk about these, but they are pretty amazing. Let's start with a fragrance from a new to me house. This is the house of Jacques Zolty, and the fragrance is called Private Session. This is unfortunately another fragrance where I threw out the box. If I can find a picture, I'll put it somewhere here of the outside packaging, but it's nothing, it's not a pretty packaging, honestly. Just like, you know, the bottle has that a little bit of industrial look. Kind of the outside box looked very much like the label. It was a really simple box. Okay. Doesn't matter. Now, I don't remember how I heard about this fragrance or where I heard about it, but somehow it came to my attention, and then I saw it for a good price. I purchased it. So it was a blind buy. In fact, all of the last 3 were blind buys. What is this fragrance about? Let me read you the notes first, and then I will explain what it smells like. So the notes in here are anise, raspberry, lemon, whipped cream, myrrh, vanilla, benzoin, woody notes, and cedar. So this fragrance reminds me of Hayati from Attar Collection. It does have that raspberry. In this case, it is raspberry mixed with whipped cream, whereas in Hayati, I think it's more like raspberry mixed with vanilla ice cream. But you know, it's kind of a similar combination of sweet, milky raspberry. What's interesting about this scent and what's quite different about it is that there is the note of anise, which I typically hate, especially when it's prominent. But somehow I'm loving it in this scent. And what it does, it's like it brings coldness to this scent, which actually works. It makes me think of a hot summer day. I am sitting somewhere in my backyard and I have this bowl of raspberries mixed with whipped cream, and it's really hot outside, and all of a sudden you get this whiff of cold air that really cools you down. That is kind of what this fragrance smells like, you know? It's anise that brings this whiff of cold air to it. Yeah, so it kind of goes in the same direction as Hayati from Attar Collection, but for me, this one is more interesting. This one is more unique. This one is probably more complex, and I would say overall maybe a slightly more grown-up version of Hayati. But if you like that scent, I think most likely you're going to like this one as well. Next one, I'm so excited about this one. What a stunner. So spoiler, I love this one. One of the most delicious fragrances. It is from a relatively new house called Milano Fragranze, and it is called Panettone. So I still have the packaging here, comes in this blue sleeve, and then let me take it out. Here it is, a very sturdy box, very nice. Let me open it. There you go. Here's the bottle. Let's take it out so I can show it to you up close. I'm just throwing the boxes everywhere. There you go. Kind of apothecary looking bottle, I think, but it's quite nice, quite nice. So again, have no idea how I heard about this fragrance, no idea, but somewhere I read or heard about it and I just had to try it. For a niche house, this is pretty affordable. This is not very expensive. Again, can't remember the exact price, but it is not very expensive. So let's look at the notes first. It has bitter orange, mandarin orange, ginger, carrot seeds, davana, rum, immortelle, vanilla, and buckwheat. So this is definitely bakery, bready, sort of very slightly reminds me of Jacques from Xerjoff, but still quite different. It's just that bready quality that's a little bit similar, but otherwise they are very different. Now, what I found out since purchasing this fragrance is what Panettone actually is, because I had no idea when I was buying it. But turns out that Panettone is this sweet Italian bread that I think is typically eaten like during Christmas and New Year's. Please, someone who knows, correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, that's what it is. I'm gonna put some pictures in here so you can see. And when I found out, which was after I already smelled the fragrance, when I found out what it was, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is exactly what it smells like. Because when I tested it, like before I knew what Panettone meant, I was picturing this kind of sweet pastry or sweet bread from my childhood that was really sweet and really fluffy and had these like raisins and dried fruits in it, and it was just so delicious. That's exactly what I was picturing. And turns out that's basically what it is. So the name and what it smells like are just a perfect match. This is so delicious and so stunning. There's definitely bitter orange that I'm getting in here. There is definitely that here. It's not like it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's absolutely scrumptious. It's so delicious. It also, you know, I said at the beginning that the bready quality reminds me of Xerjoff. Yes, it also kind of reminds me a little bit of Al Contrario from Tiziana Terenzi, but this is so much more delicious. Oh my God, this is sweeter. This is so much more interesting. Incredible. Oh my God, the scent profile, I love. This is stunning. I mean, if you love gourmands, you need to sample this one. You really need to sample this one. It's outstanding. And the last fragrance in this haul is going to be from the house of Gritti, which, you know, in recent times has been talked about a lot more because Demi Rowling did a full dedicated video on this house. But I've talked about this house way before Demi Rowling did that video because this is not my first fragrance from this house. I've had Pomelo Sorrento for a number of years and talked about it in a number of videos. Beautiful kind of a citrusy tea scent. I've always been interested in trying more from this house, and when I saw this fragrance, I finally felt like, yes, this was the fragrance that I wanted to try. So the one I'm talking about is called Chantilly, and it comes from their white collection, or collection that's in white bottles. Let me open and show it to you. So beautiful bottle. Their bottles are quite unusual. The one that I have, Pomelo Sorrento, comes in like turquoise bottle, and this one is from the white collection. Beautiful. Now, this was a blind buy, and when I was placing my order, I thought, this is a risky blind buy, you know? It kind of sounds interesting, but it kind of sounds like it might be generic. It might be a little bit juvenile. It might be not what I'm looking for because it has a note of strawberry, and I found that it's quite difficult to find a good strawberry scent. Many of them are just kind of synthetic or generic, or I don't know, but for me, I find this note challenging. Not that I don't like it, but that I want it to smell the right way. Okay, anyways, turns out that this scent really surprised me in the best possible way. It is beautiful, really beautiful. Now, quickly the notes. So in addition to strawberry, there is melon, bergamot, orange, mandarin, coconut, apple, floral notes, cassis, powdery notes, vanilla, and so a lot of different notes. You can see that there are other fruity notes in here outside of strawberry, but for me, strawberry is the main player, and it's a really sweet, juicy strawberry. You know how often, you know, when you go to supermarket and you buy strawberries, they're a little bit sour, they're a little bit, I don't know, plasticky. I don't know, that's how they taste to me very often. And it's hard to find a really sweet strawberry. Well, this one is a really sweet strawberry. The sweetness is also amplified by vanilla, I think. And then powdery notes are quite pronounced in here as well. But it's not cosmetic or makeup type of powder. This almost feels like powdered sugar. Like that kind of powderiness is what I'm getting from this. This is such a happy scent. Like it's really a bright, happy scent. I think that's the best description for it, you know? Is it something absolutely out of the ordinary and unique? No, but it's happy, it's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful, delicious, sweet scent. Love it. This was another great blind buy. It surprised me in the best possible way. It turned out to be so much better than I imagined it to be, honestly. So this one I would say is definitely worth trying. So there you go. That's it. These are my latest purchases. Of course, please let me know what have you purchased lately. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.